What is up, YouTube? This is DBZ4 and I'm bringing you my updated Dinomist deck. So as y'all know, the ban list just recently came out, and it kind of murdered this deck in terms of the Wavering Eyes and then the Draco face-offs and whatnot. So I had to change this deck quite a bit, but after some playtesting, I realized that I think I made the best deck possible. So without any further ado, let's get on to the Dinomist Dracoslayer deck profile. First off, I run the triple Dinomist Rex. So before I go into his monster effect, I want to talk about the scale effects. So for the scale effects for the level 6, or for the scale 6, what they do is if a Dinomist card, your opponent targets it, you can negate it by destroying this, and it'll protect the Dinomist card that was being targeted. However, if it targets another card, so for example, if you have a face down Solemn Strike and a Twin Twister, it won't protect the strike, but it could protect your scale or Dinomist charge or whatnot. And the only cost is you just have to send this to the pendulum or the extra deck. So that's for the scale 6 and level 5 machine. And the monster effect is really good. So pretty much if it battles, and the thing is, even if it does battle, it gets sent to the extra deck, the effect still triggers. So there's two effects you can choose. One, you can tribute one Dinomist monster you control, and it can make a second attack, and it pierces, and he gains 100 attack. Or use the second effect, which I usually use, is where you tribute a Dinomist monster, and you can shuffle any card from your opponent's hand or field into your opponent's deck, and he gains 100 attack. And it's non-targeting, so that's amazing. So yeah, he's probably my favorite Dinomist monster. Next I run Triple Brachion. Essentially, it's a Cyber Dragon, but a little bit better. So if your opponent controls the highest attacking monster, you can just special summon this card. And it's a scale 6, level 5 machine. So that's pretty good. Next I run Triple Ceratops. Pretty much, if all my monsters I control are Dinomists and I don't control Dinomist Ceratops, I can special summon this card from my hand. And it's a scale 3. And the scale 3s are pretty good. If a Dinomist monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send this card and it can protect it. So that's really good. And the really good thing about protecting each other is that you get to recycle Dinomist Charge, which I'll explain later in the video. Next, I run Triple Patera. If he destroys a monster by battle, you can just search any Dinomist card, so that's pretty strong. Next, I run Triple Plesios. I really love his effect. So pretty much for every Dinomist monster you control, your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack and defense. And the thing is, if you have multiple of them on field, it stacks up, and it really combos well with Ragnar Zero. So that's why I really like this card. And so for the Dracoslayer engine, I run one Luster, one Master, and double Vector. Yeah, I mean, I had a bigger engine with double Master, but I took out the Master double face off, and I'll explain what I changed later on in the video. I still think this engine's still pretty strong, even though it's small. But that's why I still run double vector because, say like for first turn you draw into this, and then later you get the face off. You can use the other vector from deck. So that's why I run two of them. It's a scale 3. I never use Luster in the Pendulum scale, however. Next, my MVP I say is Rescue Hamster. So he has a really long effect. So pretty much, if I normal summon this card, I get to tribute it and select one card from my extra deck. And if I have two of those copies, I can special summon them from my deck. But the effects for negating gets destroyed in the end phase. So I usually target like the one ofs in my extra deck. So like if there's a Rex or Ceratops, I can special summon like two Ceratops or two Rex and then overlay for Infinity. So essentially he can be an instant Infinity. So that's really good. I don't use this as a scale effect or put him in the scale because he's scale 5. And then to round up the monsters, I run double Max C. I believe it's about 22 monsters. But the reason why Max C is really good now is because since you take out engine cards like Draco Face Off and Wavering Eyes, the only way you can really draw in this deck is through Max C. So that's why I like Max C. Next, for the spells, I run Triple Dinomist Charge. Really broken. Pretty much it's a Tenki, so you can only use it once per turn and search any Dinomist card. And the second effect is the Busted effect, to where when a Dinomist card gets sent to the extra deck, you get to add it to your hand instead, but you can only use the effect once per turn. So that's really good. But if you have multiple of them on the field, you can add multiple of them back. So that's really strong. For the new edition, I added back 2 dynamic power loads. I realize this card's really good, but the only downside to it is it's a dynamic card and not a Dinomist card, so you can't search it. So the only way you can get it is through drawing it. But the reason why it's really good is because for multiple reasons. One, makes all your monsters Armades, so anytime they battle, your opponent can activate any card effects, and all your Dinomist monsters get 300 attack defense. This card's really good in the meta now because Cosmos and BAs are like probably the um, most important decks now, I guess you could say. So like these 2 cards like really hurt them. Next, I run the one Twin Twister and one Mass Change 2. Mass Change 2 is awesome because you can go into Acid, so it's like a Hot Piece Feather Duster. You can go for game, and Twin Twisters for obvious reasons. And then the one Face Off. Um, and then for the one outs, I run one limiter removal for game, and then one Regeki. Uh, Onto the traps, I run let's see, triple Dynamis Rush. Some people say it's a slow card, but I really really like it. I guess it's your upstart replacement, you can say. So pretty much, you can special summon a Dynamis card from your deck, and it's unaffected by the card effects and it dies in the end phase. But the really cool thing is if you have charge, you can essentially add that card to your hand in the end phase, or you can go for game. And I really like it because if they Twin Twister and they destroy this card, you can chain. So it's a waste of a Twin Twister for your opponent. So that's why I like that. Next, I run Double Strike, and then the one outs I run one Warning, one Vanities, one Bottomless. So that's it for the traps. Next for the side deck, real quick, I run the Double Veiler, double Grandhorn, double Mind Crush. Really good card in today's meta. Everyone searches and it murders BAs and other stuff. So yeah, double Storming, really good against Cosmos. Double Master Restrict for the Monarchs. Probably my MVP side is double Stygian Dirge. You flip it against BAs and they can't really do anything. Or any decks that are heavy XZ, you just play this card and they can't do anything. And then last, I run triple Imperial Iron Wall. For the extra deck, I run one Ignister, one Dynaster, one Acid for the Mass Change 2. Really good. And then I played the one Infinity, one Nova. Really easy to make in this deck. However, I don't. There's not one duel where I could go into them twice, so that's why I took out the second copy, and I had room for other stuff. A new addition to my extra deck is Dvorak. Probably one of the easiest decks to make this card. Really easy to go into, and it's really strong. Next, I run one Ascending, one Hope Woven Spider Shark. Really, really strong card. So people that don't know what it does is the only way you can make it is through 2 level 4 water monsters, and when during either player's battle phase, when a monster attacks or when you attack, you can detach one material from that, and all your opponent's monsters lose 1,000 attack. And if this card gets destroyed by any means, you can special summon any monster from your graveyard. So that's really cool. And yeah, next I run Utopia the Lightning and Utopia 39. Gear Giant to search your machines. Ragnar Zero and Abyss Dweller, probably like the best in my extra deck because this combos well with Plesios and Abyss Dweller. All your water monsters get 500 attack to 500 attack, and it's really strong against Cosmos and BAs as well. And last for the 2 XZs, I play Castell and Gaga Cavalry. Um, Once again, YouTube, thank you for watching. If you have any comments or anything, just post it down below the video. Also, I'll post a link in my previous video of Dinomist that everyone loves because a lot of people were requesting me to update this deck, and then I did after the ban list. So check that video as well and check out my other videos. Once again, please subscribe and have a nice day.